Hello, internet friends. My name is Jess, or Jess Wears Pants, and today I wanted to share with you guys about the experience of me being follow botted on Twitch and things I've learned from that experience that can either help you deal with the situation as it's happening or prevent something similar from happening to you in the future. So for me, it's now been a few months since this situation happened. So I've learned even some more things, not just from this immediate situation, but from the few months after it. So back in May, when the Resident Evil Village game was released, I was playing it on stream, like a lot of other streamers on Twitch and other platforms. And for whatever reason, it ended up being a game that trolls were targeting to be follow botted and spoil and attack the players playing the game. So initially, it was just one or two people that came in and they were being rude. And of course, my mods and I got them out, but they kept creating new accounts, which was a really unique experience because normally I feel like it's just mass already made names following you, but this was a personal attack of somebody targeting me specifically. So not only were they in my chat spoiling major plot points of the game, but they were also attacking me and my looks and things about myself. They even went as far as to have these new accounts that were made being named the spoiler accounts. So in the title of the person's username was a spoiler for the game, or they were targeted at me, calling me different names, using Jess in the username to again take another day at me. There's a lot of things, like I said, in this experience that I learned and I will continue to talk about that I didn't even think about in the moment. So we are all just frantically trying to get the users out of the chat. And since this situation was escalating, I was pretty upset. And this was the first time that anything like that had happened to me or that I've seen it happen to one of my friends. I know it's not something new on the internet, but it was my first personal experience with it. Like I said, either myself or somebody as I was currently watching it happen in real time. So we were able to eventually turn on follower only or follow for 30 minutes, but they were making more accounts. And so then they just kept refollowing. And we eventually did turn on subscriber only chat, which is something I never, ever, ever thought I would do. But because of the situation, it was something that added an extra layer from them coming and talking in the chat. But however, even with those things on, they were still able to put in channel point redemptions. So they would redeem like hydrate or redeem different things to get their name to show up in the chat again through that medium. Beyond that, they also got the link to my Discord because the tag for it was just ! Discord, so anybody can throw it out. So they were infiltrating my Discord and now spamming inside my Discord as well. They found me on my other social medias on Instagram and started DMing me, and I even got requests on Steam from some of them, and like messages and things from them on literally every end. We had mostly dealt with the situation. I was, again, really upset that this was going on, and I didn't really, like I said, know how to deal with it. And even some of my mods, it was like their first experience with dealing something like that too. So just when we finally had most of it dealt with, which this was over the course of, it felt like an eternity, but maybe like 20, 30 minutes that we've been going back and forth on all of this, I was about ready to start playing the game. And one of my friends came in unaware of the situation and brought up the Discord and like laughing about it. And so I, after that, decided I was going to end stream, and in my head, I thought we had got all of them out. And so I was like, well, I have a good amount of my friends viewing me right now, not even thinking about the trolls. And I decided to raid one of my friends who was online, which of course was a bad mistake. So the same thing that had just happened to me, now I had brought to my friend and her community. Thankfully, I was a mod for her as well as some of the other people that were with me. So we were able to get into her Discord and stop it and start banning people immediately. And she was able to end stream and then restart it after a few minutes. And her second stream was fine. But that was a whirlwind of a day. So not only like was I dealing with being like targeted on my own stream, then I was also upset that I had passed that along to my friend. Okay, so now on to the things I've learned, and outside of the upsetting story time. So the first thing I would say is make sure that you are able to easily turn on not just follower only, but like follower for 30-minute or 10-minute or something chat. So if you are getting lots of these messages, that you're able to do that. Along with this, make sure you're able to turn your alerts off quickly as well, because especially if you're getting followed in mass, it's going to be quite distracting. So turning off your alerts and turning on follow only or follow for X amount of time chat, so that these brand new followers cannot just start spamming your chat. Something else that was brought to my attention as I was talking to one of my other friends is that they would then use, like I mentioned, the channel point redemptions to try to get their name back in chat again. So since this, I've upped all of my redemptions to 400, because I think once you get to a channel, you already start with a few points, and then when you follow, you get points. So people were able to basically instantly redeem some of the things that were on my channel. So again, I've since upped everything to 400, so people need to be in my chat for a little while before they can even redeem those types of things. So again, that keeps those trolly usernames out of my chat and out of my alerts. I think a lot of people are familiar as well with automod, so making sure that users that are new or just followers are not able to post links. In my situation, it wasn't something of people posting links, but this is something else that happens with the whole wannabe famous people. So that's another layer of security you can add, is the auto mod. As I mentioned, they also were able to get into my Discord and my socials. So this is something, there are a couple different ways you can add a level of security to it. First would be making sure that if you have an exclamation point Discord link or Discord command, that it's set so only the IPs and mods can do it. The second thing is that if you don't do that, you could make it not say Discord. I know some people have had the command be like the title of their community, or even just exclamation point DC, because it's less common. So then new people, if they get in your chat after these other layers of things, they're not able to get into your Discord. But let's say they still were able to get into it, because myself, for example, I have it auto post my socials links every so often in my chat. I also have since added, people need to be in my Discord for at least 15 minutes before they can post something. There are other security measures you can do, like the role selection, where you have to select a role to gain access to the rest of the community, or you have to react to a message to gain access. So that's another additional thing you can add to your Discord in specific. Of course, now looking back, this is something I should have known, but do not raid out if you are going to end stream from something like this. If you're going to end stream, just end your stream and leave it there. Otherwise, you end up passing it, like I did, to another community, And that's exactly what they want, is for them to be passed to another community. So do not do what I did. Do not raid out. One additional thing is too that I didn't have this happen for me, but people could, again, if the usernames are targeted at you or if the usernames are trying to spoil the game, they might even go as far as to put in unbanned requests. So just be prepared, or have a mod check it that isn't playing the game or isn't concerned about those spoilers. Check the unbanned request if that is something that's happening. Those are the things that I've done in my channel so far, and so far they have helped. Of course, I've had a few trolley people come in, like 1 to 3, but that's a lot simpler to deal with than the mass. When you're dealing with mass amounts of people, in my case, I was fortunate enough to only have about 20 to 30 people follow me before we turned on sub-only chat, which discouraged them from following further. But in some people's cases, they have dozens or hundreds or even thousands of new followers now that they have to deal with after the fact. So we did some research, myself and my friend, and we were able to find a website that could remove these bots. So I'm going to be sharing it. It's a Twitch tools link, and they have a lot of other tools as well. But you are able to go through and you can mass remove followers and ban and block them through time. So in the case of if you have hundreds or thousands, you can pick the time frame and remove all of them at once. Something myself and my friend did, because we had so few new followers, is we did also then go back to Twitch and put in complaints about these people as well, all these individual accounts, which they ended up getting blocked off of the whole platform. Understandably, that's not something you can necessarily do if you get hundreds or thousands, but we were fortunate enough that the viewers or the new follows were low enough that we were able to do that. I know this is a big topic right now, especially with the addition now of these hate raids that are targeted at specific communities based on the tags in their videos. And hopefully some of these tools can help translate to that and make us aware of how to deal with it. But overall, it is something that perhaps the platform needs to look at addressing, and how easy it is for anybody to have an account, even without email verification. Just a little self-plug, if you enjoyed listening to me ramble, you can also check out my other videos. Give a sub here, or go over to my Twitch and follow me and watch me sort of play games, but mostly just chit chat. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a good one.